extend the target, right? All right, those were the only three cues we need to know for the forearm, okay? Otherwise known as the bump. All right, so second pass after the bump is usually the set, okay? That's what we're going to be learning today, all right? It's called the overhead pass. Just like you hit with the forearms, you're going to hit the set pass over your head, That's how you can remember it, okay? All right, so there's 4 cues you need to know, okay? So pay attention because this will be on your test, all right? First off, first one is shape, okay? What do you think that means? The shape of what? Your hand. All right, your hand. But if I were to put a volleyball in my hands, it would want to be the shape of the volleyball. So you guys see that? Okay, that's what that means by shape. So your fingers want to be the shape of the volleyball, okay? Second thing I need to know is where the volleyball is going to be at. It's going to be above my forehead. So first one is shape, second one is forehead, okay? What you're going to do, you want to have your thumbs facing kind of towards your eyebrows, all right? Open up a little bit, okay? All right, so first one was shape, second one was forehead. What are you going to do after you receive the ball? You're going to extend up. So just like with your knees, if you extend your knees, you're going to do that with your elbows, extend your elbows, okay? And we'll go over this in a minute when you guys are going to demonstrate it with me. Okay, so shape, try to get it in your head so you'll remember these cues. I'm going to give you a study guide, but you need to, learn it by memory. So shape, forehead, extend, and then you're going to freeze. Okay? You're kind of in like Superman. Alright, so think about it that way. So shape, forehead, extend, freeze. Those are 4 cues. That's all you need to know. So there's 3 for the bump, 4 for the set. Okay? Alright, now I need everybody to get up, get along the other line where you can see. Give yourself a little bit of room, like put your hands on your hips. They should be by your elbows, at least. Girls, you can get in the back. You can't really see me down there, but that's all right. All right, so first thing we need to know is how we put our hands, all right? Let me take them off the hips. All right, so a lot of times, I know girls like to hit it with flat hands like that. That's incorrect, okay? So no flat hands, okay? Or a lot of times you want it to be like kind of like lobster claw, too little, right? We want something in between. So not flat, not little, but in the middle. Okay? And how we know that is an interesting way I figured out. You put your hands on your hips. Now you put your hands on your hips. Alright? Now without moving your hands, only your arms. Take your arms out, leave your hands the same, and put it in front of you. Okay? Now move it above your forehead, right? And you want these thumbs facing your eyebrows. Okay? Everybody got that? Alright, so your fingertips are together, they need to be separate. There you go. Fingertips should never be together, they need to be separate. So there you go. Alright, remember that. Now you're not hitting the ball with the palm up. This is the palm. You're not hitting the volleyball with your palm. You should never touch that, alright? You should never hit it like this, okay? It needs to be with your fingertips only, okay? So fingertips. That's all you need to know, okay? So if you ever, don't remember to do that, now I'll kind of give you a guideline, all right? Now we never want to hit the ball right here. Why? You might hit your chin. But how are you going to set to somebody when you're not even under it, It's got to go high enough so you can't come below and go up, okay? That's wrong. You're not going to set them back here. Why? They'll go backwards. You can't see it. You won't have any control. So you want to have the mindset, I need to be under it. It needs to be directly above my forehead so I can push it out, okay? All right, so go ahead and put your hands how they were. All right? Make sure they're in front of your forehead, not in the back, not in the front, in front of your forehead. Your thumbs are facing your eyebrows. Fingers are apart, okay? Now, what do we do after we catch it? You're going to extend. So you can go and practice that a couple times. You're going to receive it and extend. All right? So receive it and extend. Anybody have any questions on that? All right, now your feet. Again, just like the bump, every single detail, needs to be correct. You can't do one thing correctly and the other thing incorrectly, okay? So all of it needs to be correct. Now your feet, depending on where you're at on the net. So say the net's right here, all right? And it's going all the way like this. If I'm setting go against the net and my right foot back. Why don't I want to have it like this? My body direction is this way, and so I'll end up setting to my opponent, okay? I don't want to do that. So remember, this way you set it up, and we'll do this more when we have the net up, you want to set to the person you're setting to who's going to spike it, right? So if the net's to your left, you want your left foot in front and your right foot back. If the net is on your right side, you want to have your right foot up and your left foot back, okay? So just remember in your head, I don't ever want to be facing my opponent. I want to be facing who I'm setting to. Okay? Alright, Carly, want to help me real quick? Now, in a minute, here, stand right here. You're going to get into partners. The same ones you were in yesterday, you're going to go to the same spots you were in yesterday, okay? Alright, y'all can kind of scoot in so you can see me. So your back, my back won't be too. What you're going to do, okay? And I blew it a little bit more so I don't have a lot of bouncing. What you're going to do is one person's going to go at a time, right? You're going to bounce it and catch it just like this, okay? Why do you think I'm doing this? And we're not setting it yet. Go ahead. Well, you're doing this to evaluate yourself. So when your partner is going to hopefully evaluate you too. She's going to be looking if your feet are at an angle like this, okay? If your fingertips touch the volleyball, if it's above your forehead, okay, and that's it, okay? So say I do this. What is she going to tell me? That's wrong. My palms are touching the ball. Good. Then I can correct myself, all right, for the next time. All right, so say I do this. My feet are wrong, kind of my hands on the right side. So this allows you to evaluate yourself before you actually start, setting it to make sure, hey, I'm in the right position to set it, okay? Okay, if I do it, like this, what is she going to tell me?
It's not above your forehead.
It needs to be above your forehead, right? If I do it like this, what is she going to tell me?
It's behind you.
It's behind, all right? So you see how you can kind of adjust whenever you're evaluating yourself what you're doing wrong? All right? Okay, and then a lot of times, this will happen, it just happens, all right? Girls, pay attention. You're going to hit it like this, okay? It's not how we want it. It's not ever going to hit your palm, sorry. You're going to only be able to catch it, and all 10 fingertips should be touching, okay? Can't just be 4, can't just be, 3. It has to be all 10, okay? Does anybody have any questions on that? You can ask me now before we start. Yeah. Yeah, good question. She said, because there's a net not with us right now, because our feet still need to be, set a certain way. So if I'm right-handed, normally, I would feel better doing my left foot in front. If you're left-handed, you probably feel better doing the right foot in front. But it really doesn't matter. Okay, what matters is you do have it at some kind of angle. Alright? Because why don't you want to do it like this? Because when you get it, you can either fall back, fall forward. That's not going to balance you out. I mean, normally if you're just standing there, you'll be balanced. But when you're hitting an object, even if you're batting a softball, your feet aren't, it's kind of always at an angle, all right? So you need to just make sure you're at some angle, whichever one feels comfortable. You can do that now. Just kind of feeling, all right? Any other questions? Yeah.
I wasn't here, so I don't have a partner.
Who doesn't have a partner? 3 of them? All right, you two can be together, and you can go with her. Okay? You can go with her right now. Okay. All right. So, listen, this is how it's going to work. What we're going to do, we're going to get into partners, all right? There was ones on the yellow lines, and then I believe there's one on the orange line. Is that how we did it? Yellow to orange? Okay. Yellow to orange, and then yellow to orange. Only this side is going to have the ball first. So listen, girls, Allison, turn. Listen, this is what's going to happen, all right? Say I'm on the yellow line. I'm going to catch it, do it, and I'm going to freeze. I'm not going to just take the ball there, all right? That defeats the purpose of this activity. Do it, catch it. Carly is going to tell me exactly what I did wrong or if I did it right, okay? I'm going to do that 3 times, okay? After the third time, I'm going to give it to her. She's going to put the ball on her hip. That way, it'll let me know she's done. That group is done. Okay? You're not going to assume you're going to go next. You're going to wait till the whole first group finishes, and then the second group's going to go. That's it. Okay, good question. Look. So I know normally in volleyball you're not going to bounce it to yourself. But this is because, your partner's not going to toss it to you correctly all the time. This is kind of more so you can control where it's going to be at. Alright? Don't slam it down and don't barely tap it, alright? I need you to kind of get a good effort and do this. And why do I want you moving your feet like that? You can get used to moving because when you're in the setting position, which is usually in which row? The first row, kind of in the middle probably, right? The ball's not going to come directly to you, okay? So that's why you're going to be moving, right? And it's usually like right leg or left right. It's just a movement like that. So, right leg, okay? It's not going to just be like this when you do that because I'm not going to be under the ball. So that's just having you practice your footwork, okay? So we went over our hand position, we went over our footwork. That's all you need to do. So good question. You're not just going to stay on your line. I mean, whenever you get it, you go back so you can start where you were. And then keep doing it, all right? So that's all you're going to do. Partner's going to be right in front of you. You're going to bounce it. Be like this. Go ahead. Okay. All right, so she's going to evaluate me. When she's done evaluating me, then I'm going to go back to my line, do the same thing over 2 more times. So 3 times all together. Then she's going to take it, put the ball on her hip, and then wait until everybody's done. Okay? Anybody have any more questions? Those are good questions. Because I don't want you to be confused when we're doing it. And when we're doing this, I don't want you to be, giggling, laughing, talking. Because you're going to mess up, right? Nobody's perfect. You're going to mess up. But I'm trying to get you used to, achieving the correct form and practicing because practice makes perfect. Okay? Alright, that's a good thing. Anybody have any other questions? Alright, get in your partners and go to the same spots you were in yesterday. Now I'm going to roll the ball to the partner on the yellow line, and they're just going to hold it on their hip. You go right there. Girls, spread all the way down. All the way down. You guys don't have to slide in. Okay. Go from Carly Kennedy, I'll kind of scoot over. There we go. All right, girls, all the way down. Girls, all the way down to the end of the back line. You girls, spread out a little bit. All right. Remember, ball on your hip. I don't want to see it bouncing. I don't want to see it in the air. It needs to be on your hip. We need 3 more. Is everybody's partner on the ball? Yep. Okay. All right, so partners on the yellow line. You're gonna do exactly what I said. You're gonna bounce it, right, left, under it, and freeze. You're not gonna move until your partner fully evaluates everything about you. Okay? Hopefully, by the way your body is, you'll know what you did wrong. Okay? But your partner's there because she can physically see you, and it'll be 10 times easier for her to evaluate you. Alright, so what are you gonna do when you're done? No,